Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to Six in the City and our 15th anniversary show. We started January the 31st of 2006.
That's right.
Yeah, had no idea we would still be here 15 years later, and we'd be zooming to boot.
I know, right? How crazy is that?
Who would have thought? But studio where we started has gone away, and of course we're looking for transition sometime to get back in the studio. But anyway, it's good to be here. Good to have you.
It is. It's good. Yeah. And you know, Steve, when we had a couple of hosts before me, so my time here, this will be my 11th year.
11th year, wow.
Yeah.
Started with Allison Alderson, who did one show with us just to get us started, and then Beth Parnell came in.
Well, Marquita Hunt hosted for a while.
Yeah, Marquita did some work and produced the show.
Yeah, produced the show. That's right.
All those years, and so sure it is. So we're glad to be here. Well, speaking of the show, what's coming up on this 15th
Oh my gosh,
anniversary
we've
show?
got a packed show. Matthew Marshall with United Way is here with the Anita K. Archer. And they're going to talk about the United Way First Ladies Luncheon that's going to be coming up. They're actually going to have it in April. And then Emily McGill is here with us, not only with the music, but also we're going to talk to her. And then Amanda Barlow Leach is here with Alzheimer's of Tennessee. She's the West Tennessee Regional Director. They've got some virtual family support groups that are going on. She wants to talk a little bit about. And then we have none other than Jim Farrell, CEO of JEA, and our boss, Ted Austin. So we got to behave. They're going to be on to talk about 15 years of Six in the City and what the show has meant to our community and what we can look to moving forward.
All right.
And then our own our favorite Mike Keith is going to be here to talk to us. We had Mike on the show back when many times.
He kind of started with JA as a spokesperson and all. By the time we started all this television stuff.
That's right.
All right. And of course, then we got Emily McGill coming up with us. So stay right where you are. It's the 15th anniversary show of Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA Alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're going to start off with Matthew Marshall and Anita K. Archer, and they're here to represent the United Way. And of course, that's Matt's full-time work, and Anita K. Archer is involved in many things. But we're getting ready for the First Ladies Luncheon, and so it's really going to go on this year.
Absolutely. April 8th. So go on and get your tables decorated, design them, and we may have to cut the number down a little bit, but we're going to have it in the South Pavilion of the fairgrounds. Okay. So you need to get your reservations and buy your table early. That is, this year, the tables are round tables. They will seat 8 each. Each will be 6 feet apart. And so there's plenty of room. We've met several times down there and looked at the venue, and it's perfect. We may be having it outside from now on. It's just going to, but you know, in order to have the First Ladies Luncheon this year, we felt as if we needed to do it outside. So that's to accommodate everyone. And the keynote speaker this year, you all, that is Penny Schwinn, who is the Commissioner of Education for the state of Tennessee. So of all times, we need to be looking at our young folks and our plan for them to be in person, virtual, what is going on in the state with our education. So get ready. It's going to be an exciting day. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, we're ecstatic, and we're really excited to be able to have this event. Anita Kay and myself and our whole team of ambassadors have spent the last several months just thinking through this process, as we discussed, whether it's something we wanted to move forward with, but we knew that our community needed this. And so, we're going to be as safe as we can be outside. I think it's going to be beautiful. We're really excited about Commissioner Schwinn coming and being our keynote speaker this year. I think it really promises to be a great event. And we're looking forward to all of those incredible table decorations nonetheless.
Now, Matt, also, if it's going to rain, and we have to spring showers,
or worse
get
yet, snow.
But we have got that covered. We will have plastic screening
Oh,
to accommodate wind, rain.
Right.
But hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day, and it will be beautiful inside that pavilion. I promise you that.
What day of the week is this on, Anita Kay?
Thursday.
It's
a
a
Thursday
Thursday.
after
Okay.
Easter.
And is it from 12 to
April
1?
8th.
Yes,
This
that's
is-
right.
12 to
Mhm.
1. Okay.
How do we get tickets?
Now you're going to have to get, I don't have the telephone number and Kristen's email, Matt, if you'll share that.
Sure. Yeah. So you can just dial the United Way number to reach out to us. And so reach out to our office directly. And so that's just 731-422-2567. And we'd be happy, for you to call and get tickets that way. Our ambassadors are reaching out even now into the community, looking for table sponsors and for those who want tickets. And again, you want to move quickly because we're in the pavilion this year. It's going to be limited space. So you want to get those tickets as quickly as you can.
That's right.
Say, Anita Kay, you're already working on your table design.
Absolutely. It's designed. It is ready. It is. So
You're way ahead of everybody else.
well, luckily I had the privilege of knowing that we were going to be able to having it.
That's
so
true. That's true.
yes.
Anita
Yes,
Kay, for people that haven't been, how do you describe the First Lady's Lunch?
Wow. Tablescapes is what it's called. And there is no theme as far as your tablescape. You are promoting your business, you as an individual, whatever you want to your table to say. It can be said in any way. Did you see the Jackson Sun's comments yesterday too in the Jackson Sun? It is an exciting time, and with spring and Easter time, we can show off, get your Easter dresses out, wear them again, and make your table as big and tall and unique as you can possibly make it. And come at 11 o'clock to peruse the table.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you will see it, even though lunch will not be served. And lunch is going to be a little different too, again, with Gourmet Your Way.
Okay.
At serving our lunch, and it is going to be a springtime treat.
All right.
So
And it's
get ready and
Thursday,
get your
April,
tickets.
right, Thursday, April the 8th, the
That's right.
First Lady's Luncheon. Get in contact with the United Way, and they're going to be fanning out, so get your tables ready. Good to see you both.
Good to see you guys.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you all.
All right, let's get
Bye-bye.
after it. Thanks. We're back with more as we continue.
Six in the City.
We Tennesseans all have a choice to make in our fight against COVID-19.
I choose to enjoy live music.
I choose to cheer on my team.
I choose to go out.
I choose to stay healthy.
I choose to celebrate with my family.
The choice is simple. Choose to live your life and choose to live responsibly. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to this 15th anniversary show for Six in the City. We're starting our 16th year. There you go, celebrating today. We're pleased to welcome the President and CEO of the Jackson Energy Authority, Mr. Jim Farrell, is with us. And then our supervisor, a man of many talents and means, and that's Mr. Ted Austin. Good to have you both.
It's good to have you guys.
Good to be here.
You know, Jim, it was a real step to get into the telecom business. And of course, Channel 6 became an important local part of that. And this show, after we started in 2006, we've been doing this for a couple of years. We started out videotaping. It was not live. And then we finally said, you know, I think we could change sets and make things happen and then do it. And so it's become a live production. We had no idea we'd be here 15 years later.
That's right. Much less zooming.
Yeah, could you imagine 15 years ago that you'd be sitting in your office doing this, not sitting
No.
No.
Wait, I'm in the studio. Can't you see? No, never imagined. But it's been a great thing that we've introduced this community to so much and so many people and gotten to meet so many different people that it's just been a great asset to our local community. And, you know, now that we've been Zooming, it's opened up so many more doors for us to bring folks in from outside of West Tennessee. So, and introduce them to JEA, to E+ Broadband and E+ TV6. So it's worked out.
And we've always felt that it was an important part of the outreach of this company, you know, this kind of show and everything else. And we hope you feel that way.
Yeah, I got to thinking about this morning. I mean, you think about how many events that the show has promoted, just like what you did with Matt and Anita Kay just now. You know, a lot of these nonprofits don't have a big budget to go out and market their events, and this is a great tool for that. And just all the other things that the whole network does with the high school football and you know, the public meetings. I mean, it's amazing that when you get out and talk to people about how many people that can't get out and go to these events, and they're able to see it through this. So it's been a great tool for the community. It's been a great tool for us too.
And, took another step today with the mayor doing his State of the City through E+ TV6 and through their Facebook page.
Yeah, that was the first time. We're having a lot of firsts in 2020, and I guess so that was the first for that. And glad to be able to, you know, help him get his message out. And I always try to go and listen to that, and just had to do it in a little different format this year.
That's right. A little different. And not only events, we've had entertainment come through that, you know, you think about it, we've done this show for 15, we're going on 16 years now, and every show has an entertainment segment. And we've introduced so much local talent to this community. And some have even gone on to be big stars. So
yeah.
I noticed I've never got an invitation to sing on there, which is probably a good
You know what, Jim, that invitation is always open.
Sure. We'll tell producer Janet Wilbanks we get that taken care of, right, Ted? We can take care of that.
I guarantee you we can. And all of our prayers are out for producer Janet Wilbanks, also, and her family. But Steve, that's a great end to several years ago when we were early into this vision. I was at an event or just having dinner, and there was live entertainment, and I'm sitting there just plumb proud. And the young man gets finished, and I handed my business card, said, you know, I'm Jackson Energy Authority, please, we would like for you to be on the show. And he says, I already know Miss Janet Wilbanks. And so I took my card back. So, but we appreciate you all, because Jim and I remember, you know, this was a concept. This is early 2002, 2003, 2004. Who knew that 15 years later, you guys would make this Six in the City so relevant from what we started doing back in March. Your never say no attitude meant the world to not just this company, but to our audience. because who knew we would be doing a virtual show?
Right.
With the fact that we knew nothing about doing virtual shows.
That we did not.
Yeah, exactly. It's all been a learning process. Let me tell you, it's something
Exactly.
new every day. So, but and even with technology, technology has changed so much and allowed us. We went from the big, huge cameras in the studio and in the trailer to a smaller van and these cameras that are only like this big and can be remote controlled. So we have so many opportunities and look forward to so much more in the future. So.
Mr. Farrell, Mr. Austin, we want you both to know that we appreciate being here. It's been a real
Yes,
pleasure.
we do. Appreciate it.
Cassandra and I thoroughly enjoyed this, and it's been a real blessing to us, personally and professionally, to be a part of the Jackson Energy Authority and to be a part of the E+ broadband and E+ TV6. Thank you for taking time to be with us.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Congratulations, guys.
If I can hold out, let's try for 15 more.
I know, right? You're not going anywhere.
We're pleased to have Jim Farrell and Ted Austin with us, and thanks, Jim, once again. We're going to do what we do, and that's go to the main stage, as we say, and we welcome the very talented Emily McGill, and she's working now with Ryan Young.
That's right,
take it
Ryan
away.
Young.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day, a neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together we can rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together, Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Show of Six in the City, and we're pleased to welcome Amanda Barlow Leach with us, and she is the executive director, the regional director for Alzheimer's in West Tennessee. And Amanda, it's good to have you with us.
Good to be here. Congratulations once again.
Okay, well, thanks. It's good to have you with us. We're not back in studio. We hope to be soon, and we look forward to having you back with us. You've got virtual meetings going on. We're doing this show virtually, and you're setting up virtual meetings. What's happening here?
Well, you know, when COVID hit, our whole world and our platform of the way that we do things changed. And now the disease didn't go away. You know, Alzheimer's was still very, very prevalent in our communities across the state. And so we had to make sure that we met our families where they were. So if that was by conference calls, if that was by Zoom, if that was by sending information in packets. But what was really exciting is we took a lot of things to not only our website, but virtual. And we've been doing that for some time now, but recently we were part of a grant from the Vanderbilt University Medical Center, the geriatrics program. And we got to start that in November. And that allows us to do weekly support groups. And we do that across the state. We offer them several times. I think I sent a flyer for you guys to maybe show the one that I'm actually kind of co-sponsor with or kind of co-facilitate is on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. So that's kind of where your West Tennessee folks are. But I have got people from Bristol. I've got people from Cookeville. What the good thing is, and the beauty is they're offered Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, you know, if it doesn't work good for you at 9 o'clock and you don't do, you know, you do better at 6 o'clock on Mondays, that works good for your family. So we've got several different options.
What happens in these virtual sessions?
Well, most of the time it is kind of like a support group. Sometimes people feel comfortable sharing. Some people kind of want to sit back and kind of be just kind of soak in everything like a sponge because, you know, Alzheimer's is not a cookie cutter disease. Everybody's struggles and behaviors are not the same. So let's just say, for instance, a family member is dealing with challenging behaviors. Another family member may say, hey, this is what I did. Maybe that'll help you. So it's kind of like that resource support. And then Alzheimer's Tennessee also brings in the local community resources, the educational part, and opportunities on how we can better serve our families. And it's more of an intimate setting as well.
Now, Amanda, do people have to register for these?
No, all you have to do is kind of like today, you just go on to the Zoom link. There's the meeting ID number, and you can just hop on. We do have a flyer that goes on our website, Alzheimer's Tennessee. Of course, the one here is Alzheimer's Tennessee West, but we've got many different Facebooks because we've got 6 regions across the state.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so it's one of those, it's just been very beneficial because a lot of times people can't even get out. They can't even leave their homes. And isolation right now, as it affects everybody, is becoming really challenging for our families. Especially in our care facilities, you know, people that are wandering and they're having some issues not being able to get out. We're having to think outside of the box and provide some trainings that way too. We've done a lot of Zoom trainings to our facilities. So we just have to really meet you where you are. And that's one thing that Alzheimer's Tennessee is proud that we can honestly say that we do.
You see these continuing from now on?
Well, we are going to continue those on a monthly basis. And the goal is this grant actually runs out the end of April. But we have already had that in place before when COVID started, we kind of started having those. This just allowed us to do a little bit more during the week and more opportunities. But the goal is that these folks will roll into our monthly support group. And then when our real support groups hopefully get to meet again, they will just kind of foster right back into that.
Okay.
That sounds great. Best of luck.
What's the website people need to go to?
You
Amanda?
can go to alztennessee.org, or of course, Facebook, you do Alzheimer's Tennessee. If you see the symbol of Tennessee, you know that's your local resource provider with Alzheimer's Tennessee.
Okay.
And of
Amanda,
course,
we're
our
hearing some
number,
encouraging things about research as well. So I hope.
yes,
Yeah.
we are seeing good things that are coming. Hopefully there's some clinical trials that are still going on about maybe new medications that's coming down the pike. But we also have more information for families, and that number here locally is 731-694-8065, and they can call me anytime.
Okay, good to have you with us.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thanks, Amanda. Appreciate
All right,
it.
congratulations again.
Thank you. We're going back to the main stage. Once again, Emily McGill and Ryan Young.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV Everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage, text JOIN, JOIN, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/text alerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to this virtual Six in the City, our 15th anniversary show.
That's right.
Emily McGill is with us, and you've been seeing her perform along with Ryan Young. You can find out more about that duo, but we were just talking to Emily. She started working the show when she was 9. She's in her early 20s, so she's been a part of this since we started doing this show.
Practically since we started, yes.
Started it with you.
Yeah, so Emily, it's so good to have you with us. How did you and
It's so
Ryan
good to
get
be
together
here.
and start working together? How did that happen?
Ryan started taking guitar lessons at the bandstand when my dad owned the store. I guess 2010, 2011. And we kind of met then and played together a little bit, but then we really realized that we both knew the same types of music because both of our parents are into the 70s music, the 80s music, and you don't find a lot of people our age that play that type of music. And so we were like, we have to get together. Like, I need a guitar player that can play this music. So we just hit it off and we've been playing together. We've been doing gigs together ever since.
Now you have one coming up this week, right?
We do. We have a gig Friday night, 7:30 to 10 at the Jackson Elks Lodge. So that'll be.
Are y'all writing together and doing more work together, or just the performances, or?
We pretty much just do the performances together. We've talked about writing together a little bit, and I think that'll probably happen soon. I've just been really busy with school, and he's been really busy with his band, and but we have talked about writing, and it'll happen. It'll happen. Maybe he'll watch this and get inspired.
Emily McGill is with us. Now you're completing your work at Bethel, so you're about to finish college, and you've had another dimension come into your life, working in Nashville. So what's going on here?
I have. I signed a publishing and production deal with Eddie Gore and Justina Kelly. They work out at RCA Studios. It's a historic studio in Nashville. And so I've been doing work there. We've been
so you're working at Studio B there?
Studio C.
Yeah, C. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we've been writing, we've been doing covers of stuff, and we have a lot of stuff coming out soon on Spotify and everything. So I'll keep you posted about all that when it drops.
Please do. That's awesome.
So where do you go with this, Emily? Then you've got this agreement. You're beginning to write and do some other stuff. So then you take material and start pitching it to other people, or what do you do?
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of connections in Nashville through their work. Eddie's a phenomenal producer, and Justine is an incredible songwriter, singer, performer. And so they know a lot of people. They have a lot of connections. So we're just doing meetings with people, getting my original music out there, getting covers out there just to hear my voice, and everything in the middle.
Okay. So anything is open then, from recording artist to writer?
Anything is open. And I love songwriting. I have a passion for songwriting. So I think that would be something I'm really interested in. If that takes off, that would be really cool.
Oh, wow.
So what is it like taking that step then?
I
mean, because you're exposing yourself and you're pitching stuff now to people that,
It's so much fun, but I didn't realize how much harder it was to sing in a studio than it is to sing live. I'm like, I didn't know I sounded like this. Like I thought I was pretty good. I thought I was decent. And then you go back and you hear yourself and you're like picking your voice apart, and every, imperfection. It's a challenge, but I'm enjoying the challenge in a lot of ways because it's pushing me to do better.
I think one thing it makes you appreciate is the studio musicians, right? To take those number charts and go.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Crazy talent. That's like a whole nother level of talent. It's just being able to pick up a chart and do it.
So you're doing this full time, or will be?
I will be after graduation. I graduate in May, so after graduation, I'll have more time to like really focus on it and buckle down with it. So,
how different is it going from performing music to actually writing music and being behind the music?
It's more of, you know, when you're putting everything that you have experienced into a song, it's so different because you can actually connect with people who have been through similar experiences, or even if I haven't experienced something personally, I know people who've experienced that and I can kind of put that into my music. And I love performing my own original stuff because it's just such a deeper connection for me when I'm singing it. It's more of an emotional experience than, you know, performing covers or live music, you know, with a band and stuff. But I also love performing too, though, because
how do people follow you if they want to keep up with your work?
I have a Facebook page.
Okay.
It's my full name, Emily Grace McGill.
Okay.
And I post covers on there. I post all of my gigs, everything. I'll keep everyone updated on there. And I also have an Instagram, Emily Grace McGill Music, and I post covers and stuff on there. I have a TikTok that I post covers on, the same exact name.
Well, thanks a lot, Emily.
Like
really good to have you with us.
It is so good to see you.
Best of luck to you. We'll
Thank you
follow
so
you
much.
with great interest.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to be back with more as we continue. Mike Keith is coming up on Six in the City.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City on our 15th anniversary show. And we're
have to do it every time, you know.
I'd have Mike Keith with us because Mike Keith has been working with us at the Jackson Energy Authority, I guess about the same number of years, right, Mike? And we kind of got started together at the same time.
Yeah,
and,
all of it.
Mike does all our promos for Friday Night Football and does many other things. And so anyways, it's good to have you here. Right now, what's going on in Titans land, Mike?
Clean up. Out. Our
seems to be the going thing in sports right now. So
yeah, our owner Amy Adams Strunk has built a completely new facility at St. Thomas Sports Park. The building that I'm currently in right now will be occupied by all of our personnel staff, football wise, and so they will take over. Football will completely take over this building, and they're going to move the business end of our organization to the new building. And so I'm in the process of taking apart my office. I'm one of only 2 staff members who has been in their original office since this facility opened, August 25, 1999. So
wow,
like an accomplishment, but it really means I have a lot of junk.
Okay. So when is this move going to happen, Mike? Is this pretty quick, pretty soon?
Well, they told us, yeah, get your stuff and get out.
Oh, okay.
Different message. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with me going to the new building, but they're giving us because they're getting ready to retrofit all of this space for football. Amy Adams Strunk has doubled the size of our company.
Oh, wow.
For nearly 6 years as controlling owner, and we're just out of room. And so the football people will take this over. We'll mostly work from home until the summer, and then they'll have the new building along with a new studio and everything ready for us. I'm really excited about what Titans All Access will look like in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, when you say she's double the staff there, in all, what areas are new, or what has been brought into the organization?
What's not new? You know, really the better story. You know, graphic design, production. For a long time, I was the broadcast staff. For 15 years, I was the broadcast staff.
Okay.
And we added Amy Wells and then Ashley Farrell. And so it was the three of us for about 3 years. And now we have probably 20 people on the production side.
Wow.
Because we do so much video, not just for television, but also for all your social media, you know, for anything that you're doing with our clients. So that's a major area. Obviously, you have a social media department, media relations, marketing has expanded. We have a staff photographer who's on full time. You name it. That's just on the business side of it. And then our sales staff has doubled, maybe even tripled in that time. Then on the football side, we've added scouts. We've added all sorts of IT people. It's amazing what you do with technology to put together things for football. And thank goodness she did this, because Steve, I think it's a big reason we were able to be so successful in this year is that we were ready as a staff to do whatever we needed to do remotely, both on the football side and the non-football side. And had she not had that foresight to add staff, we would have never been there.
That's true.
Which I guess has now become, I mean, you got to communicate with fans because they can't be at the game.
Right. It was a challenge. You know, we were one of the few teams in the NFL that could have fans, and we were very thankful that we could. Our Titans radio team was one of only two in the NFL, along with the New Orleans Saints, who traveled to games this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Not only were fans not present, in 30 of the 32 cases, NFL radio teams broadcast remotely. It was a strange year.
It was a strange
Right,
year.
I
But,
mean,
you know, again,
everybody who's watching Six in the City right now is saying, no duh, Mike. It was
but thanks to technology, we made things happen, and a lot of them for the better. So,
Mike, if you can hang on with us, we'll pick up this conversation, because before we get away, we're going to find out who's going to be the coach of the University of Tennessee. And I know you got the inside track on that. Right now, we're going to the main stage, and we welcome once again the very talented Emily McGill and Ryan Young.
Ryan.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensaver for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Welcome back to this 15th anniversary show of Six in the City. Mike Keith, the voice of the Titans, with us. He's been with us since we started doing these programs. Mike, you know, when your team's not making the playoffs, you say, man, we just need to make the playoffs, get in the playoffs, and things will be good. Well, when you start making the playoffs, then you say, man, we need to be in the Super Bowl. So what was the feeling at the end of the year? Was it like, okay, this has been a good year? Or is it like, man, this is disappointing? Or
good year.
Okay.
I mean, you win the division for the first time in 12 years. That's a good thing. We had a number of injuries. Of all the playoff teams, the Titans and the Ravens played the most number of players in 2020. Each team used at least 74 players in one game or more.
Oh, wow.
Both of us had injury issues. Both of us had major COVID outbreaks. And yet, you know, we both still got in the playoffs and won 11 ball games. And unfortunately, they beat us in the playoffs. We were kind of limping when we got there. You know, see, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, they're playing their best football. They've won 7 in a row after starting 7-5. Well, when we got to the playoffs, we weren't our best. We were hurting, and it showed in that playoff game. So I think all things considered, I think the coaching staff did an awfully good job with this team.
So that's 70-something players, and you carry a roster of how many active players?
53.
53. So you got to dig into reserves, and people are on standby.
It was crazy. We used 3 different left tackles, which is not great. We played all kinds of guys in the secondary, which is not great. I mean, you don't ever want to be in that position, but it shows a lot about our general manager, John Robinson, and it shows a lot about Mike Vrabel and the coaching staff and players like Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and guys of that ilk. When your stars make you go and your coaches and your front office people get the most out of a team, you say, that's great, but now how are we going to retool this thing to go further next year?
That's the next question.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be about improving our defense. That's what it's going to come down to. Our offense was phenomenal in 2020. Our defense was not good. And so we have a chance, I think, if we can improve our defense significantly, which I think we can, to be able to take that next step.
Okay.
Obviously, we got to keep our offense strong, but I think when you have Derrick Henry, you have a chance to do that.
Very good. You started your career at the University of Tennessee, and I was going to ask you, what's your assessment of what's going on there?
It's a tough situation. You know, it's a very difficult situation for Randy Boyd and Donde Plowman, and for what they, you know, had to do and for what went on and what is continuing to go on with what is now an NCAA investigation. I think hiring Danny White as an athletic director was an amazing hire. To think that they could pull him at this moment in time was quite a feather in their cap. And now he's trying to find the right fit as a football coach. And not everybody can be the coach at Tennessee. There's certainly a lot demanded of the coach at Tennessee. There are high expectations. It's a program with tremendous resources. It's a different sort of program, though, because you really don't recruit the majority of your players from within 150 miles of campus. You've got to go further. And so that makes it a little different challenge from most of what have been considered the great programs in the country. So, you know, as he sort of sifts through who fits, that's what it is. And it's who fits at this moment in time as well.
Okay.
Well, that seems to be that's an overwhelming task for someone coming into a new program like that. So I hope everything works out for the better.
It will.
Yeah. Back to the Titans, you feel the offensive lineup is pretty well set. Yeah.
Well, we've got
guys,
yeah,
that,
we've got some
that Henry
choices.
can keep on doing what he's doing. Running backs, that's a tough life, I would think.
It is, but he takes very good care of himself, and the Titans take very good care of him. They have a plan for him during the course of the season. Obviously, they'd work with him in the offseason on things. He's a wonderfully conditioned athlete. Has had very few injuries in his career. I'm knocking on wood here. What the wood still in my office?
Whatever, yeah.
Whatever I got left.
Yeah,
that's true too. But he's been very healthy, and that's been quite an incredible break for him throughout his career, going back to Yulee in Alabama and now with the Titans. So you feel good about that. We're going to have to retool our offensive line a little bit because the salary cap is going to be tighter next year.
Yeah.
4 of our tight ends are sort of up in terms of their contracts, so a decision to make there. And then Corey Davis, one of our top wide receivers, a decision to make on him as well. So, I mean, there's certainly work to be done, no doubt.
Mike, we always appreciate the opportunity to talk with you. Appreciate
Yes,
you
always
being
a
part of
pleasure.
what we've been doing all these years at E+ TV6, and it's a real pleasure to have this continued relationship.
Cassandra, Steve, thanks for having me. Happy anniversary.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations to everybody at JEA for the success of this program and E+ TV6.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Thanks
You've
so
been a
much,
key
Mike.
part of it.
So
We
good to
appreciate it,
see
my
you.
friend. We'll be right back as we continue Six
Six
in the City. Thanks, Mike.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E+ Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E+ Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Man.
Welcome back to the 15th anniversary show of Six in the City. Cassandra, it's been such a pleasure to do this all these years.
It has been. I've enjoyed all of my time here doing the show, working with you, learning from you. I've learned from the best. So can't say that I've picked up enough much, but I've learned a little.
Thomas and Tom and Terry and all the people that we work with and worked with down through the year. I think about Myrna Dupree and Freddie and all these other
Anita,
folks.
Miss
that are part of
Anita.
this, and Anita Stires and then of course Mark Guida, who was our first producer with this show, and Beth and everybody else. So it's been a real pleasure. Speaking of somebody who was special to us, Sandy McDermott worked with the city of Jackson for many years, and she ran the Christmas parade committee. We've been doing that parade ever since we've been doing E+ TV6.
And she did a phenomenal job.
She did a
doing that.
phenomenal job,
Yes.
and she passed away recently. Her family is going to have a visitation February the 6th, which will be on a Saturday, I believe, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Arrington. And,
At Arrington, okay.
yeah, there will be no funeral, but we want our family to know. Harvey Markham Jr. passed away recently in Memphis, Germantown. His father was police chief here for many years. Many people know him. And then Joyce Barefoot has passed away. Hiram Barefoot, former president of
Oh,
Union University.
yeah,
his
former
wife.
president of Union.
And that funeral service is coming up this Saturday, the 30th. So we're losing some people. Just wanted to make note of that. The State of the City is going to be on replay here at E+ TV6.
Right.
And Union University basketball will be back next week. So we got a lot of exciting things coming up. So
Yes, we do.
on some people that are special. And you are as well, Cassandra. Appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
Appreciate you, Steve.
All
All
right.
you do.
Well, Emily McGill has been with us, as we've talked about since the beginning days of this show. We're going out
We
with
watched
Emily
her
McGill
basically
and
grow up
Ryan
on the
Young.
show.
Yeah,
That's right.
so they've been a part of this forever. Thanks. We'll see you next week. Good Lord willing.
It's my new obsession. Think it's not even a question. Pink on the lips of a lover. 'Cause pink is the love you discover.